Okay, you guys, so just to give you a brief heads up, this video is about 20 minutes long, so if you don't mind, then continue watching. Today I'm making a crystal video. These are my personal crystals out of my collection. I have my rose quartz, my carnelian, and my smoky quartz. So I'm going to talk to you guys about the characteristics and healing properties of each. So stay tuned if you want to know more. Okay, so to begin, we are going to start off first by talking about carnelian, one of my favorites. It resonates with the root and solar plexus chakra, and it's considered the stone of motivation. So carnelian helps with action, courage, and confidence. It maintains and improves life flow of our life's energy, which is provided through our blood. It brings accelerated motivation and helps to clarify goals. It stimulates ambition, helps to manifest the resources required to move forward into, your desired path in life. It also helps towards clearing decision making and making better career choices. Now, carnelian stems from the Latin word carn or carni, which means flesh, due to its flesh-like appeal, or like the blood and veins, etc. Let me see if I can show you. Like, if you can see here, it looks so much like the blood vessels and blood, veins, all of that which you see normally in a human body, in a human anatomy. This one so much doesn't really have that appeal, but I'd say this one probably is the best one to replicate what I'm talking about here. Yeah, these little ones don't really have all of that, and this one, just minor, but not so much. I think this one resembles the most, though. All right, now for carnelians, you may find them in all kinds of shades, from the bright clear orange to the dark orange, reddish brown, gray, deep red, pale orange, and or in rare cases even the light pink. So as you can see here, you got the light brown, got a mix of a little bit of everything in this one. My little ones, you can see a mix of light orange, a little pink. This has like a pink lace in the middle of it, which I thought was really neat. Also why I bought it. And this is more like just that golden orange that you can see, that brown, and then that deep red, which is really, really gorgeous. Alrighty. Carnelian is a potent stone, and it brings vitality. It helps with the reproductive system and stimulates health of the physical body and sexual energies. It enhances concentration, brings an abundance of joy and warmth. It helps dispel fear and brings inner peace. Carnelians are the stones considered to belong to the Leo, Taurus, and Cancer sign. I am a Taurus, so I would think this is probably why this is one of my favorite stones. It helps with procrastination, and that I do have a lot of. And for those who've ever heard the saying, God helps those who helps themselves, well, that explains the carnelian's energy exactly, because it encourages one to stop waiting for their dreams to appear and instead just to go right into it, to begin to be directed and guided to one's own experiences in order to manifest those dreams. Also, carnelian have good combinations, or they create good combinations with other stones, and those stones would be green calcite, which helps improve the health, and then you have smoky quartz, which makes for powerful access to an amplitude of energy. So those perfect combinations help to remain full of energy and also just balanced at the same time. So an example of a smoky quartz would be this guy right here. This is one of my most interesting looking smoky quartz, I might say. And then I'll sit that there. Then you have green calcite. Oh my gosh. Which is a really great stone combo with carnelian. I want that to be good. There we go. I want it to get a little clearer so you can see it. But yeah, this is actually an emerald calcite. So emerald green calcite. Okay, so next we have the smoky quartz, the protection stone, our most favorite grounding stone. It resonates the best with the root chakra. It's primed for grounding and anchoring. It's seen in many shades such as light, smoky gray, brown gray, and dark black. Very weird combination, but you know, that's what you can find them the most common in. They are a form of celestial as well, which is an unexplainably powerful source for spiritual growth. It's best for when you're feeling unhappy or when you're in a bad mood. So it helps to bring in that good humor and positivity, which, you know, may return fairly quickly. Now, this is one of the few stones that has the strongest ability to amplify the energies of itself and other stone combos. It removes electromagnetic energies that are created when being surrounded by too many forms of technologies. It is a great stone for organization. It is the stone of the Capricorn and Scorpio zodiac signs. It aids in sickness and removes negativity. It's powerfully necessary for those on a spiritual journey, so it enhances the overall spirituality and health of a person's well-being. It is an excellent psychic protection stone, and it can be combined with any stones as it amplifies all, but the most common would be the celestial smoky quartz, or the celestial smoky, and that just overall advances your spiritual growth experience. Now, smoky quartz comes in all kinds of forms, as do other, crystals. This, I have a smoky quartz cluster, one of my first. They come in little spheres. Let me see if I can get at an angle a little better. They come in little spears, which are very gorgeous. And at times you can see the little rainbows inside them, which I think are really great. This here is one of my favorites. As we saw earlier, let me do this. As we saw earlier, this very unique little smoky piece. And then my darker smoky point, which I really, really absolutely like. You can also find them in pyramids. Now, unfortunately, you can't see the exact smokiness of this pyramid. It looks almost more like a clear quartz in this angle, but there is a ton of smoke in this pyramid, and I absolutely love it. Now, for the combos that I love this. I'm sorry. Now, for the combos that the smoky quartz can come in, like I was saying, the celestials. This right here, I have a Finster Smoky Celestial, and I wish, I'm not sure if I can, but there are 2 anhydrous bubbles in this. Let me see. oh, you can see one bubble, and the next bubble is, I wish I could point it out. Let me see, let me grab a pen. All right, so there's one bubble right here, and then the next bubble is just right there. And I found that to be the most amazing thing. This right here almost looks like a cricket heart to me. If you could see the outline, that is too neat. I really love that. I don't know what kind of pen this is. I just kind of took it from my mom's stand. And I mean, there's just like so many chambers, so many windows in this. I just love this. Rainbows all over, like from up on the top around this area right here. It's just a magnificent piece. I love this. I absolutely love this. Okay. And the other celestial I have is just a smoky celestial. It's not a Finster, but this is one of my biggest celestials. Though there are no anhydro bubbles in this is a very, very, very outstanding piece. I absolutely love it. This is probably one of my most expensive pieces, but I believe that it is definitely worth the money. So gorgeous. I love that. I could stare at this all day. But these are my smoky pieces, and you can find them in so many forms, shapes, sizes, all kinds. Smoky quartz I absolutely love. And for those of you who feel like you need, that bit of grounding and you can't seem to find it, or even just a random thought, if you are a smoker, smoky quartz definitely helps with that nicotine sensation. It helps to minimize it. So that's a fun fact. Last but not least, we have the infamous rose quartz, known as the universal love stone. This teaches unconditional love, joy, warmth, and emotional healing. It resonates highest and best with the heart chakra. It emanates love, peace, calming energies, and it's effective in healing personal relationships and problems. It transforms negativity into compassionate understanding, and it brings rebirth of hope and faith. Rose quartz is a powerful love stone, and it encompasses the body as a whole and has the ability to heal all chakras. It dissolves anger and resentment, as well boundaries of mistrust and isolation. It reprograms the cells for joy and longevity rather than despair and death. It's seen in all kinds of shades, such as a deep pink, a pale pink, transparent, translucent, and opaque. It's the stone of the Taurus. I, again, am a Taurus, so this is my birthstone. This is the stone for me. I definitely connect the most with rose quartz. It releases unspoken appreciation. It is one of the most powerful yet humble crystals of the entire crystal kingdom that we could, have access to. It turns the heart towards love and bathes the mind, body, and spirit. Most importantly, because I'm so connected to, my spiritual self and, the love of God, the love of Christ, and just the things that, He's placed in this earth to surround us, to show us that, there are parts of Him around us, His personalities to be exact. This stone carries that consciousness of Christ. It calms the mind and assists in the release of worry, fear, anxiety, and past emotional trauma. It helps one to be open to the idea and vibrations of receiving and sharing love, compassion, and kindness. This stone is best combined with morganite and rhodonite. Morganite is the stone for the divine love, and then rhodonite just helps enhance all of that, that much more. So I have a little piece of rhodonite here It's my little heart. I love this. I think this is so gorgeous. I've called like every stone in this video gorgeous, so I'm sorry, you guys. Just kind of get used to it. And this is a piece of raw morganite. I love this. I love that slippery look, that shiny, just glistening. I love this. So as you can see here, I have all kinds of rose quartz. I have my raw, and of course they come in all kinds of forms. I think if I had to choose, I think I like raw. I prefer like that raw rough look in some cases. I have 2 rose quartz crystal skulls, which I adore. These are my first crystal skulls. They were fairly inexpensive, and I was very, very happy about that, because I know nowadays trying to find a skull that's not over $60 is definitely hard. These 2, however, were $15. And this is my rose quartz, massage stone or palm stone, whichever you consider it. I'm trying to stay in the picture as much as possible. I'm leaning over my iPad to record this. But those are my rose quartz. My rhodonite and morganite is just the most calming set of crystals I've ever dealt with. The sensation it gives me, the warmth it gives me, just that overwhelming abundance of care and love. It almost makes you feel like a kid just kind of being held by your parent. Yeah, that's what these do for me. I really, really enjoy it. I carry it with me all the time. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot my little rose quartz tumble stone. I would definitely recommend that if you have to begin with any stone, a rose quartz you'd never go wrong with. Thank you for watching my crystal collection video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.